Alright, folks, so The Last of Us Part 2 State of Play. As you can see, I have it loaded up here. It's backwards, but you can tell. They have the live chat going. Just a couple things before we get started. It looks like Jason Schreier has come out and said that he's predicting that the PS5 announcement is going to be on June 3rd, I think it was, or 2nd. They have the chat going and they have the likes and dislike ratio. I've already disliked the video because I'm going to play this fucking game out of protest. But also, The Last of Us Part 2 is banned in the Middle East. Go figure. They don't like the lesbians down there in Iraq, Iran, and Saudi Arabia. But yeah, the PS5 event is supposed to happen either June 2nd or 3rd. I'll be home those days. So if it does happen those 2 days, I'll stream it live here on YouTube from my desktop computer and you'll get my live reactions. But for now, by the way, you can't copyright me for this because it's being broadcast live. So you'll hear the audio and my reaction to it. If you want to pull up the video, please feel free. Go ahead. Compare it to what I'm saying. But looks like we're almost ready to go. It says on my screen that it premieres in 60 seconds. So, I can't believe it. They got 44,387 people. And the live chat is just fucking going like crazy. It says it will begin shortly now. Apparently now it's 3 o'clock. Sitting there reading this chat. I'm going to prop this up here so that I can see it. What can I prop this up with? Sorry, folks. Life on the road. There we go. So you see my tablet here. I mean, that's what I'm watching it on. Can I not make this full screen? What the hell? And as usual, these things never start on time. Oh, now they got the stupid premiere music. Oh. It's saying 1 minute and 47 seconds. Which means this is pre-recorded. It's not done live. Somebody in the chat room is already, "It's ma'am! It's beginning, ma'am!" Because, you know, whamming. So yeah, the game got banned and so... Oh, and that's another thing. Sony apparently DMCA'd themselves. Their little shell corporation, that Muso Limited, whatever, DMCA'd one of Sony's tweets on Twitter involving this. I found that funny as hell. There we go. That's better. I think. 50 seconds! Sorry in the chat. Whamming. Never on time for anything. Wow. Wow. This thing apparently is 25 minutes long. Good thing I already got me some sweet tea from Mickey D's here. "15 seconds! Alright, here we go. Oh, just like every other state of play, they got to have the yellow light to, oh, we're turning it on, and Intense gore, nudity. There we go. Use of drugs. Did they rate it M for identity politics too?
I know you wish things were different.
This is the same story trailer that we got. That does not feature ma'am.
Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop.
Can't believe they're fucking doing this. See, already the story trailer's pissing me off. It's not the gameplay, it's not the graphics, because the game looks amazing. It's the fucking story trailer.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I mean,
I want what you want.
it's very hard for me to put in the story in the back of my mind when you're watching a story trailer. It's just...
I really hope you make it.
No mention of Abby. Barely any mention of Joel. Barely any look at the zombies.
I have to finish it.
There's a cost.
Sorry if you catch me yawning. It's because I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
We could have killed you. Maybe you should have.
There's a story trailer.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice
Neil
President
Druckmann.
of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2. We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands. The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times.
What, like your
We
game
hope you're all
leaking?
taking care of yourselves, and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're
It's
trying
already
something
been
different,
shared. Because of
something
your
we've never
leaks.
done before. Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story.
Oh,
And to
God.
cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Just the sound of his voice pisses me off.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away.
Hmm.
They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
This is
The
new
Last of Us
footage.
Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors.
Jackson, Wyoming. I
With
wonder if
threats
the
of
arches
world
are still
kept
there.
outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
Dude.
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of
He's basically
retribution
reading the game
and
description.
justice.
He's
Her
reading a
journey will take
synopsis
her
that
to
we've
new
heard
parts of the
before.
country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest.
The game
Each
looks great.
introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine. Our goal was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible.
Mission accomplished. Again, graphics
Much
wise,
of the story
great.
unfolds in what remains of Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration
Yay,
and
you
ways
can
to
jump
navigate
now.
threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and
Game is
side
fucking
narratives.
beautiful. I gotta hand it to him. It's really, really good.
These
It
more
looks
open
good.
environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains.
We've seen that before in the first one.
Some streets are so flooded that a
Kind
boat
of.
is required to navigate.
Uh-oh, we can get on the boat.
However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly.
Doesn't a
As Ellie
boat draw
uncovers the path
attention?
to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city.
Oh, shit.
In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources.
See, this is late in the game
One
from
of
what I
these groups
understand.
is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle, and eventually wrestled control of the city from them.
No mention yet of
They are
man.
highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
See, this is nothing new right here, really.
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Again, this looks good. It's just the story. They're not going to reveal
Beyond
much
this
about the story
conflict
here.
among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
That's impressive.
There are the recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game. The blind but extremely deadly clickers, and the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us
Weapon wheel
Part
looks
2
the same.
introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustules. Upon getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims.
Okay,
Our
but
most
Ellie's
terrifying
immune to
and
this.
Lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves. Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and
Oh, they got a dog. The dog smells her.
The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover. You think this guy's connected to the... They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence.
We've already known this. This is
Let's
nothing
slowly
new.
reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall
Pandemic.
grass to hide from enemies and go prone.
This is
to
the
stay out of sight.
future.
However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you.
I like
even
that,
at
laying
rest.
on your side and shooting the
When Ellie
bow.
is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage.
Again, this looks
If
amazing.
you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges.
That's impressive, I gotta say, man. It's just too bad they fucked it all up.
To counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow.
Again, this is all the same gameplay footage that we've seen.
Using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
This is new, I think.
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Alright, that's cool. At least they're doing more than just taking a few pot shots.
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose
This
whether
is
to
new.
attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other. Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage.
Using the zombies to kill the humans. I like the bad guys. I like that. Gotta give them credit. That's very cool. That is awesome. When does Ma'am show up, though?
Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades, through training manuals scattered throughout the environment, and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes.
It looks great. The weapons look so good in this. Look at her. She's putting that scope on there. Stun bomb?
Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that
Oh.
you find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors.
Again, this is good, but I'm just not. Can't get those leaks out of my mind.
All of
That
these
looked
gameplay
cool.
systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey.
Yeah.
As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play. The
Oh,
Last of
there's
Us
ma'am.
Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay.
I was going to say, this is almost over. They really didn't go into a whole lot. The Ghost of Tsushima one was a way more detailed. Oh, lily pads. And of course, Ellie's learned to swim. Now, it looks like we're going to get more of the same as we did in the first gameplay thing at E3, I think, last year, or whatever it was, where she's hiding in the reeds or the tall grass.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
That's cool, the way she went underwater like that. I haven't seen that a whole lot in video games. It's more natural. No mention of the real story. We only got a flash of Abby that we've already seen. No mention, no shoving down our throats of identity politics. I know that they had to figure that they can't do that this go around. Alright, the swimming part's getting old. Time to get up on the land.
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
She's playing like a PSP or something.
Where is she? In the hospital. Where in the hospital?
They're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Oh, right in the throat. Yeah, she warned you. Ellie, I will say Ellie is a lot more aggressive. She's a lot meaner in this one, and I kind of like that. I mean, it comes with age. The video game she was playing on the PSP is still. No.
Ed, I got my girl waiting for him for back. You shitting me? They put you in
Get
Georgia?
upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done. I bet you do. Oh, this is not fair. I'm telling you, man. Data soldier makes these shifts so much easier.
It's, oh man, this looks amazing. I just. Oh.
Sounds like scars are getting.
It makes you wish you hadn't looked at the leaks, but now that you have, it's like. We know this is all for naught. Really.
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake.
How did they not hear that gunshot?
I heard it might take a fight to them. No way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
Oh, it's because there's a silencer on it?
All right, calm down.
Nope. I like how the enemies fight back. They try to get at you. They try to get out of your clutch.
Darling! Roger and back! Sticky tape from that way!
That looked weird. The transfer from the ground to her hand. It looked like old school Grand Theft Auto where the thing just appeared in your hand.
Fan out. Make the whole push. Someone's out there.
Oh, he got a dog. She gonna kill the dog by lighting it on fire? Oh! That's gonna cause some problems with PETA. She just lit the dog on fire. They're gonna get backlash over the treatment of animals in this video, in this game. I can tell you that now. Ooh. Just creeping through the bottom floor.
Just like that.
Ooh, damn, he gurgled. I wonder when Ma'am shows up here. It's probably not coming in this. They're not going to reveal any PS5 stuff here. They're not going to reveal anything involving real heavily with the story. This state of play has just been more of the same from Naughty Dog here. Half the footage they showed we already saw. Oh, there she is.
Saw movement.
I'll go check it out. I got you covered.
Holy shit!
Ooh.
Move over here! Tracker now! Asshole!
Goddamn, Ellie loves to stab some bitches, don't you?
I found her!
Oh! I mean, apparently, are we looking for Dina? Are we looking for Abby? His head exploded. There you go.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Uh-oh. You're gonna have to use that generator for something. Just like in the first game. That's one thing I did not like about the first game, is that after a while it got more repetitive. Find the pallet so Ellie could cross the water. Turn on the generators. Move ladders so you can advance higher places. It was just the same thing over and over and over. But the story was good enough to where it didn't matter. Now it's the exact opposite. Uh-oh.
Tell us where she went.
Uh-oh.
When Isaac talks to us about this,
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Elements of Batman. And we're back here on our feet again.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
Uh-oh.
Remember me? Yeah. You remember me?
I don't think that was Marlene, but... June 19th. That looks to be it. What I did see, I liked. Gameplay wise, they didn't give us a hell of a lot to go on. Most of the footage that we saw has already we've already seen in other trailers. But yeah, that was I mean, it's hard to block out those leaks. It really is, out of your mind, and take this for what it is. It looks good, it's going to play good, but the story's going to make it shit and all for naught. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm not going to play this game till probably July because of my road schedule and everything. But, there it was. The Last of Us Part 2. State of Play. Kind of underwhelming. What they gave us was good, but they didn't give us a hell of a lot. But, yeah. That was it, guys. We'll see you down the road.